Welcome to TRUE Skool. This is where we do our after school and summer sessions with high school youth primarily and young adults. Tonight, what we're going to do is a model of what we do with our young people and other groups that we bring inside of TRUE Skool. We work with a lot of different organizations and a lot of experts in a lot of fields. We're experts in like one thing, maybe halfway, but we work with a lot of smart people. I was joking. Then, what happens in this space during our Arts in Action is we have a great conversation with some of these organizations. All y'all represent organizations, y'all come from great places, great backgrounds, y'all doing dope stuff wherever y'all from. Y'all been in the conference all day. Everybody kind of already on the same accord in the same context. What we usually do is spend about an hour, maybe two, doing a real intensive workshopping, if you will, on a certain topic, current issue. It could be local, it could be global, it could be school related, it could be anything. So we work with intergenerational artists, folks from different sectors to do these art action days. So today what we're doing is an art action day in context and surfaced and circled around you all's experience at the Water Summit, at the One Water Summit. So our idea, talking to Barry, talking to Kayla, and thinking about how we're gonna plan this, I was gonna call it a retreat, but I wanted to feel like a retreat for you all. This, what's this called? What we doing?
Experience?
This experience, this, what's the word for it? This art action night. I want you all to feel like we're capturing what happened, the energy, the inspiration, the solutions, the ideas that came from what you all heard today, what you all maybe didn't get a chance to say today, but you might want to add on and invest. We all go to a lot of conferences in a lot of places, and a lot of times we go home with nothing tangible. We sometimes don't even have a great follow-up. We might meet people, hey, how you doing, where you from, but then you don't ever see them again. Maybe next conference 2 years later. But this is gonna be a way for us to do some follow-up. It's gonna be a way for us to walk away with something tangible that documents the experience, encapsulates the energy of what you all have experienced and learned there, and what you brought to it. And what you brought to it is your own unique experience to the summit. But again, everybody might not have been on a panel. Everybody might not have got a chance to speak up in a session. Everybody might have got a chance to say their voice, but this is where you're gonna get a chance to do it.
We have lots of art all around for you guys to enjoy. We also have a podcast area set up, so we want conversations to come out of this as well. This is gonna be an important way for us to improve how important it is for arts to be integrated into the environmental justice movement, and more importantly, how when arts is integrated, we reach a higher level of racial justice being at the center of environmental justice. So this is about celebration, but it's also about action, and it's also about saying, hey, when you invite us to the table, something amazing happens that won't happen unless we're here. And so we're gonna make sure that you guys have an opportunity to work with us. We have to have a body of work that comes out tonight, okay? So listen, we have to have finished artwork. There's canvases and paint. We have to have finished poetry. We have to have finished music. We have beats on deck, okay? Tyrone, get up here. Tyrone, come up here, because you're part of the TRUE Skool team.
Did you hear him? He said, who got them bars?
He said, who got them bars? So how this is gonna happen, the only way that this is gonna be successful is if you know who your resources are, so you know how to use this space.
I am Othello in yellow gold, Cuban links with a Moorish ambition.
That shit was hard. I'm excited for that shit.
Yeah, man.
So what's your process going forward now that you have his?
Show you.
Yeah, let me see them.
So this is one of the newest samplers that they added on this program. Before they added this, the sampler, I ain't gonna lie, was trash.
Okay.
It wasn't the best, but you were still able to do stuff. But they did it. They upgraded like extreme, because they don't even do that on.
My name is Stowe Land. I'm from Queens, New York, and I'm a genre fluid artist. I do printmaking, sound, painting, relationships. I create crazy concerts at the most unlikely places, like a sewage outfall or a landfill. So all kinds of stuff, interdisciplinary. Well, it's the first time I've ever been at one of these conferences, and Benny Star invited me to be part of the Artist Delegation. And I do a lot of work with water, about water, even collaborating with water as a medium. So that's what brought me here, I think, is the work that I've done before. And I was really just willing to try something new, like be part of a gathering and be able to share my work, give a talk, and meet new people. So, being here for me is super cool, because when I was a kid, I didn't necessarily feel like I had anywhere to go. I was always an artist. I was always drawing in books, drawing in the margins of my school papers, getting in trouble for that. But I didn't necessarily have a place to go to be with other people to do that, So I felt like art for me was a place to create my own world, create my own friends. I was kind of a loner when I was a kid. So art was freedom, but it was kind of a solitary experience. And coming here and seeing the opportunity that you guys have to be around each other, to be around some older artists, to have the resources and tools to make art is incredible. Because honestly, that's all you need. You need a space, you need some encouragement, and you just need some tools, and you can kind of make anything you want, So I feel like getting that at an early age is especially incredible, because really it's all there. And you don't need much, especially these days. You don't need much to create something amazing. You could use the smallest amount of resources and still create a masterpiece. You just gotta have the intention and the ability and the space to make it happen, So for me, as I got older, I started creating spaces of my own for other people to be creative and to do things, because that's super important. It's really empowering, and it's really it's just what the world needs. The world needs radical spaces for organizing, for art making, for talking truth to power and just creating. So I love a spot like this. It makes me feel really good, and I'm happy to be here. I feel like, especially in this space, what's really cool is that there's so many different things going on. So I feel like this spaces that sometimes they'll just be a recording studio, or it'll just be, a painting studio, or they'll just focus on fashion or something. But I feel like in this space, you guys are focusing on so many different things that it's kind of cool. You're not pigeonholed. You're not like, oh, I'm just gonna be into music, I'm just gonna be into this. You can actually learn about all these things, right? And to me, that's the future. The future of art is being multidisciplinary, what I say, genre fluid. You can adapt, you can pivot, you can do this, you can do that, because the world needs all these different kinds of art, So space like this, you can learn a little bit of this, learn a little bit of that, and put them all together. And that's really powerful. Well, so my name is Stowe Len. I've got a website, www.stoweishere.com. And my Instagram is @StoweIsHere, STO is here, and I'm there. So come follow me, and I'll follow you.